I'm B.
I'm Jim Bunny.
I'm Tony B.
And we are
The Group Chat Live.
Hey, y'all.
guys.
Hey, y'all. We back, and we about to guest with us this time.
Yes.
We did.
We haven't had a guest in a little
No,
minute.
We have
Yeah.
not since we've been in our new wonderful home.
Yeah, in our new living room.
Yes.
So, y'all, we had to bring Justo FLEXX in here to talk to us today. We've been seeing them out and about while we've been on the music scene, and we was like, who could we bring to start off this season, season 6, with a guest? And we brought you. So, welcome to the chat.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Justo. My real name is Justin, obviously. I got that name from my partner named Baby J. He passed away when we was in middle school. Older when we was older, but I got the name from freestyling with him. He just called me Justo in the freestyle. Something like that. Yeah.
Flexing on them hoes.
Yeah,
Got it.
and it went from there. Then I went to got to Madison and got cool with G Luck, and he had the studio, and boom, the rapping shit, and it just picked up from there. That's pretty much.
Okay.
It's more in detail, but just
So
for
you're
the
a
intro.
Houston native.
Yeah, for sure.
Going to from Madison. So
Man,
you from
Tell us
the
your
club.
section.
From the
Tell us
club.
your
I'm
section.
from
Rep your
GI,
section.
from Glen Iris, Herm Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We heard about them Clark boys.
Yeah, we
Yes,
heard.
we did. You know.
Madison
is
something on the
legendary.
other side of
For
Alameda. I
lots
don't
of
know.
reasons.
Yeah.
For shit
So
show.
many reasons. But,
Yeah.
okay, so we did do our research because before we let people in the chat, we love to know their business.
Mhm.
So I was researching, and you was in a group called Young Problems. So kind of tell us was your gateway into the music industry? Or how it was?
So Young Problem started from my partner named Chico, rest in peace. He actually came up with the vision for that, but it all started from G Luck Studio because G Luck was the nigga in high school that had the studio.
Mhm.
So everybody, we would see each other in Crossing. He had a group he was in called Bayou City Boys. I was doing my own shit because G Luck my partner, so I'm just dry ass over there just on any day.
Okay.
And just doing songs, it just kind of, he started hearing shit. Then me and Chico stayed in the same neighborhood, which I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, like I was outside doing some shit. And he was just dry ass walking down the street, and he was like, I want to do this group called the Varsity Project. And he named like 9 niggas. And some of the niggas I had already did music with, we just went out in the same group.
And this is when you were in high school, y'all was planning all this?
Yeah, he played this shit in high school.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, so you been had music
Yeah.
out. Like in high school, you was putting music out.
So did you
I was rapping. I ain't put my project out till I graduated from high school, my first project.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
So did you sign then?
No, we didn't sign. I originally, I didn't start with them. I started with D3G, which was Lil B from Slab Group.
Mm-hmm.
That's my kinfolk. I started with them first, and then I was still kind of fucking with Chico and them on the music, just doing a song here and there and chilling with them and shit. And then when Hawk passed away, they had this shit at Club Blue or Club Butter or whatever it was.
Oh, Club Butter.
That was
We remember
when I
that.
walked in, the story that I was told was by my partner Jay Young. He was like, Chico was like, we need to go on and put Justo in the group. And I just so happened to walk by. And then, boom, that's how it pretty much...
Really?
Yeah, so I
Just
transcended
being
from...
at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, so I transcended from D3G and I went to Young Problems.
I have a question. So now that you are like a solo artist, so how was that like stepping away from the group and like becoming a solo artist? Like I can't imagine not being with my girls. Like
okay, so it was a good and a bad. It was good because we didn't have to. When you're dealing with 4 other grown ass men, it tend to be a lot of tension at times.
Yeah.
I could be on some bullshit today and the other 4 niggas chilling.
I didn't know that because I thought women would have went. Like it would seem like girls would have those types of issues, like girl groups and girls working together.
You got just 5 different personalities. Everybody, I was kind of like the mother hen of the group, so I'm always on niggas like, hey, we need to do this, do that, do this, and then niggas ain't really trying to. My delivery probably was fucked up, so it's like. We got certain rules we trying to stand by. Then you got niggas like Starstruck. He ain't trying to hear that shit, so we got to go outside and scrap and all that type of shit.
Not y'all scrapping outside,
we moved.
I have a question. Can you fight your friends? Are y'all still friends after you fight?
We was brother. We wasn't trying to kill each other. We just go outside and, you know what I'm saying, touch each other up. Pause, you know what I'm saying?
Let's push it out a little bit.
Oh my God, not the pause.
But we was able to move as a group, so everybody didn't have cars. So when it was time to go do certain shit, we all piled up in each other's groups and. You know, everybody, I was the footwork nigga. Somebody else was over here doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it worked. But on the flip side, on your own, I ain't got to deal with all that shit, but then it's just me. So that's the flip side of it. So I got to make sure I do everything.
Do you still have positive relationships with them?
Yeah, me and my brother, we still cool. I don't talk to everybody every day, but we still locked in.
And would you still put them on projects that you have in the future?
They don't rap no more.
You're the only one in the group that still rapping.
Well, Chico was, but then he passed. So outside of him, everybody else just nigga said because the deal we had it just went so bad. Niggas just was like, fuck that shit and started living their regular life again.
Is it because of Houston or like, is it, because I know the rap scene in Houston is legendary. Let me say that. Houston has a legendary rap repertoire. But like, I know there aren't as many opportunities here. So did that have something to do with?
Nah, it was more so, so when we had the song Boy, it was originally our five was on the group. So when we got signed to Warner Brothers, they put Mike Jones and Gucci Mane on it. So now you got 7 niggas on the song.
Oh, that's a lot.
So Asylum on some shit like the story that was told to us from our manager was like, hey, they want to take JM, Jay Young, and Starstruck off and keep me and Chico on there with Mike Jones and market the song better.
You can't.
At the time, we like, nah, because we came up together.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, we probably should have did that. But I don't know how that would have panned out during the moments of basically them niggas having to be at the highs while we out doing all this other shit. Because everybody pretty much put their life on the line for that. Yeah. And I feel like once we didn't do that, that's when I feel like they pulled the plug.
That makes sense. So I mean, like, I would feel some type of way.
Yeah,
exactly.
Especially trying to break into the industry and then the label just makes this decision that, okay, well, they're not going to be on it. And these people are going to be the face.
And these your friends.
Yeah.
That's
a very tight, a difficult way to maneuver.
When it does come to getting signing and getting with a label, what really truly led y'all to get with the label, sign with them? Like, what was your footwork you put in to do that?
Going to the clubs, like, we was the ones that when back in 08, 07, we was the first niggas that was really going to the DJs getting our music broke. Okay. That's when you start hearing Candy Red, B King, and so forth after that, because they followed our template. Okay. So that's how we really got the song popping. But with no money, it's only so far it's gonna go.
That's true.
The internet wasn't what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it was this dude named Money Mark and this dude named Toe Jam. Money Mark was like the plug to the radio, and Toe Jam had the money or whatever. So Money Mark was responsible for getting Rag Daddy on the radio. Little old bitch, you can't do it. So when we already knowing these people, and they like, man, Money Mark and them doing woo woo woo. I'm like, shit, what's up? Like, but they wasn't looking for us yet. They found us, and when they found us, they was trying to give us the plan for what they was gonna do. And everybody was with it except for Chico. He's like, man, I ain't fucking with it, because by that time Universal had called us, but they was just trying to check to see what the song was doing. We was kind of waiting on Jive. But Jive wasn't really moving fast, so push come to shove, shit, we ended up having to go to Asylum. And even then, he still didn't want to sign. I was like, say, fam,
what?
I'm already broke, my nigga.
So what? He didn't want, none of them wanted to sign.
We wanted to, I guess in Chico head, he wanted to get the song a little bigger. That way we could have a little bit more emotion on what we asked for. Yeah, but we ain't really had time for that shit.
Yeah, y'all needed something to happen.
So for the young groups now that's coming out of Houston, because we talking about y'all business, but we really need to get in the chat with you. But what is a tip you would give the young kids that's coming up? Because we see a lot of them. We was just talking about some of them that we see, and they do have the internet that's disposable. But what do they need to do to really, like a tip you wish somebody would have gave y'all when y'all was coming up?
Oh man, just know what you signing, know what you're getting into, know what you signing up for. Know what come with it, the good and the bad. Because it's all good when you be online popping your shit and then you got some money, but it's another side to that shit too. And you got to be able to take that side of it too as well.
I have a question, because this sounds like it's been a long time coming, right? So what type of mindset do you have to be consistent and stick with it even when things are not working out? You
got to be able to you got to have tunnel vision. You got to understand that you're not going to always be in that light. You might have the ball for a second. Somebody else going to get that horn. You got to wait. I always say, you got to shoot your shots even when nobody ain't paying attention. You got to make your layups when they're on the other side of the court and everybody on that chin for them, you got to still be over here. So when that one shot hit and everybody catch it, you already in motion.
I saw you took a break from music. Did that have anything to do with it?
Yeah. No. It was more so trying to rebrand myself. I wanted to come away from the club shit because that's what got us to where we needed to go. But I felt like as I got older, I was like, bro, I got a story. I need to start talking about this shit instead. And then I got tired of going to the club and shit, because what happened is, see, this is the fucked up part about Houston. When we came out, we was the new young fresh niggas.
Mhm.
We had the hottest song and all of that.
Yeah.
But what Houston did is they drained us.
Yes.
Because we was the only ones at the time.
Uh-huh.
So after they drained us and then everybody else came, it was just like, oh, what's up? That's Justo, but shit, we got such over here and over here.
That is so
And I tried to keep using that formula and it just stopped working. I was like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? I burnt off. I had got married and all kind of shit.
Speaking of that, does your daughter think you're famous?
Man, my daughter be looking at me like,
How old is she? How old is she?
She's about to be 13 in June.
Oh, she knows.
She knows, but I don't really think he just be hitting her like that. Like, I catch her on YouTube under my comments like, hey, dad, and all this old crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
I do see one of the things, one part of your career is songwriting. So what's one of your biggest hits that you ever did wrote?
I mean, really, boy, but what I got right now, I have a TV and film deal.
We see.
Yeah, so my song, So if you want to consider that songwriting, yeah, but I haven't really wrote for nobody.
Okay.
I just did a certain amount of songs for this company. I did like 8 songs. They asked for like 4 Houston songs, and they asked for like 4 random ass songs, and I just turned them hoes in. And they just
what do you mean by Houston songs?
Yeah, like
because they not from here, so I guess I'm assuming
Houston sound. Like
they
sound?
wanted. So I guess they had a list. So I got on this for my partner named Architect Jay, because that's what he do. And he plugged me in. He walked me through the door with them, and I guess they already knew who I was. So they was like, we need him to do some Houston. We need a Houston catalog from him. But they wanted it specific. So if you listen to some of the songs, they Houston songs, but it's not the typical song I would do if it was mine.
Yeah.
I kind of had
for a project, you said?
Well, the project, so how they did it was they took 4 songs from me and they took 4 songs from him, and they just put it on our the streaming platforms. So when the songs get placed, people Shazam and they go listen to them. That's how that works.
That's how it works.
So it's kind of like I'm on a compilation. It's like 2 of them I'm on right now.
It's one of those songs, the one where you was talking about Timmy Chance and the Wing Dinner. It was one song. I was like, this is so Houston. And you talking about Red Wagon?
Oh, no, that's on my project. I'm going to put out now.
Texas, right?
That's on Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
I have a question. Since you do write for people, well, you haven't, but you write for people. Do you believe in rap cap?
That's a good one. Yeah.
I say this from a rapper standpoint. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with an artist doing a hook for you. If you're a rapper, you might not be good at hooks. But if you gonna have somebody write, I say this, when me and my partners in the studio, I ain't gonna lie and say, I said a bar, my partner was like, nah, I'll say this, and I switched that bar. That'll happen, but ain't nobody writing no whole verse for me. But man, I ain't gonna lie, at this point, I don't really think it matter. If you're not out here trying to say you the best rapper alive and you just trying to get some money, I don't
rap
really...
cap, though, I be thinking about, like, you talking about them lines.
Line songs.
Like trying to portray a whole life.
I'm gonna say this, I'll say this. It's only okay if it works. If it don't work, then
you call your buff.
But if you actually rapping about this shit and you actually get it, who gonna say something?
That's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody can clock your shit once you get on now and be like, oh, that shit was a lie, nigga.
It was, but guess what? At that point, it's too late. It's like that J Money shit when the nigga popped out and was like, J Money be getting robbed. Now it's like you waited till he got hot to say that. Well, till the song got back popping.
Right on the mark.
They do the same thing with Rick Ross, too. Rick Ross is
J Money is like recent, and you're so true. They've been talking about it. His song is going viral right there again, and now all of a sudden,
so what happened?
Like, J Money.
It's not his Young LA song, but the J Money, the bar gonna be with J Money serving everybody. And they trying to say he always
getting robbed, but to me, you wasn't talking about him.
Is he always getting robbed?
We don't need to know that. He already got paid.
It don't matter. You waited till the song got back popping, then you should have said it with nobody.
Because now you giving hater vibes. Now you sound like a hater to me, which that comes in the industry. So how do you deal with the constant criticism, the constant talking?
I done heard it from everybody. I heard it from family. Oh, you too old to be doing this shit, man.
I like that.
I'm grown. I'm gonna say this. For me, I knew I wanted to rap the first time I wrote my rap when I was in the 6th grade.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, my execution might not have been as I want it to be, but I don't, that shit don't bother me.
And let me say this, because our generations, because we're all millennials, our age looks very different from what 40 and like the plus 35 looked 20 years ago. Like it literally, we don't even look like I don't know if you want to share age, but you know, he is older than what y'all think he is. And he just takes really good care of himself. He's not the typical...
Man, you tell I'm 40.
Okay,
Donnie look good for
you.
sure.
Drinking his water, living a good life.
Yeah.
But I do think it also have to do with when we were coming up in school, they were pumping college and going out to work. And it wasn't pumping us really
Being
fulfilling a
entrepreneurs.
dream. And so we kind of took it and was like, shit, fuck it, I did that, but let me do it what I want to do.
But another thing for me, the reason why I embraced my youth, I never really was on drugs like that. Like I probably smoked.
Baby, we can talk about that, baby.
Okay.
Like when the tab era came and niggas was on bars and shit, I was like, man, I ain't fucking with that shit. Because I don't want nothing taking control of my body that I can't control.
Yeah.
Okay, so that make a big difference.
Yeah,
I agree.
That make a big difference then. So
I don't even walk out. I don't even run out. Listen, I don't even run outside without no shoes on. I don't even want my feet looking weak.
Okay.
I take care of everything on me. I don't fuck around.
You get your manicures, you get yours buffed.
I ain't gonna. I done did it a couple times. I ain't there, but we ain't got no
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I agree.
A man take care of
I
himself.
hope he take care of yourself. Don't nobody want to see nobody with a black
I had to come in
toenails.
smelling good for y'all.
Yeah,
that's
no, we like his own very moisturized.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Very moisturized.
So now that we know you about your business, we know where you from, we know your industry, we want to go ahead and welcome you into the chat.
Welcome
to the
chat.
Yeah, welcome to the chat.
We have to pull out that folder.
It needs to be like a thing on there.
Welcome to the chat.
So we can clock it. So while we welcoming you into the chat, first things first, tell us something like that nobody know about you. Like we know you're an artist. We seen you out. We see you whenever we see you out and we just see you club. You really like in the back. You ain't really too much in the front. But tell us, like, come on, let us know who you are.
I'm goofy as fuck.
For real?
I'm very direct.
I don't get it either. I don't get it.
Y'all don't know me like that. And I'm very direct.
Yeah, you are.
I'm very direct.
Yeah.
So I almost come off as like kind of.
How can those two things go together?
I was like, come off like an asshole.
But he wasn't. When I first met him, he introduced himself real nice, but he was about his business. He went on nothing else. Hey, this who I am. How you doing? And went on. So you are. I could get that.
I'm very direct. I think it just be the vibe of who I'm with or who I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like anybody I'm close, they know I pop shit. Some people say I'm arrogant. You know what I'm saying? They say I'm always.
I think there's nothing wrong with confidence, but if it's in a disrespectful way.
Arrogant and being confident, two different things.
Yeah,
so do you consider yourself arrogant? Or what would you say about that then?
I'm confident as fuck.
Confidence is key.
Yeah.
But
confidence is key.
But I play a lot, so sometimes it might come off as damn, you all right, nigga. But that's just how I play. I just play like
play too much.
That makes sense.
We play too much. I don't like niggas that play too much.
Be serious. She didn't play games.
I was because the recess, bitch.
Anyway.
Like, for example, somebody told me one day, you like to be the center of attention. No, she say, you think you the center of attention. I say, well, center your attention then.
Oh.
But that's how I play. I talk shit like that though.
Tip for the best friends. Yeah. If a nigga starts talking like that, go ahead and just submit. Because they can tell you what it is. He being direct, he ready, he comes to the table. Go ahead and let him say something.
You said you are married as well.
I was married.
I know.
For a year.
He said was in front
of him. I was married for a year.
Oh.
How did that experience?
So many people that were married for only 1 year.
I would do it just to try it out too. But I mean, if it don't work,
I agree. That's how it worked to me.
If that don't work, if it don't work, then it don't work. But I would do it to try it out.
It wasn't gonna work because first of all, I was 28. She was 39 for one. We come from two different generations.
What be wrong with y'all over there in the Clark? Y'all love all women.
No. This is what it was. I was fucked up. And I was surviving what I would call it.
Okay.
And she had that money on.
Okay.
And I was a young nigga slanging that dick.
And
I
needed somewhere to stay. I'm catching a bus with a bike all the way to work I'm in Mo City. I'm catching a bus all the way to West Time, 290 in New York.
You had to put the bike on the
motherfucker.
She was getting big down
so I met her at work.
I was like, how did y'all
I met her at work. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't want to go into it too much, but what I will say is how it started was the second time Obama ran for president, they let us leave early. And she was like, they gonna let y'all little hoodlums go home. I say, shit, if I vote, you gonna give me your number? And she was like, yeah. So I called like how many buses to go vote. I came back to work the next day. And I showed her the little thing.
Bitch.
And then she gave me a number. When I read that, I was like 777-9311. I was like, nah, fam. That's that Prince shit. Nah, and that's how it started. And then
that
from
is
there,
hilarious.
That was in like November.
Good you knew that song.
Yeah.
You knew that song.
And that started in November. Come Good Friday next year, we was in Vegas getting married.
So were you attracted to her?
Nah, she was live.
Oh, okay.
But I just knew See, as a man, we have certain shit we know. I'm like, bro, we from 2 different generations. You making some bread. I'm making like $12 an hour. We just gonna have a little fun. And I know this shit ain't gonna last. Because you 11 years older than me. So eventually, as I get older, you gonna get older and it just ain't gonna work.
What happened? You was cheating?
No.
No.
So around this time, I had my daughter around this time. My daughter was just born. So I didn't already kind of flare from that situation due to just how shit panned out. And so some shit was said, you know what I'm saying, about my daughter's sister that I ain't approved.
Okay.
And that started a whole, that's when it started. So it ended like we actually divorced for a year. We probably was together only like 6 months though.
Damn.
But I learned the valuable lesson. It was like, don't put nobody before your kids.
Oh,
Would you get married again?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would. It just got to make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. What you mean by that? It makes sense.
Not just because we got to have an understanding of gender roles. I'm the man, you the woman. Like, all that trying to talk about, we ain't doing all that.
Okay.
Do you feel
I ain't going for it.
Yeah. Do you feel like love is important in a marriage?
It is, but that ain't the only thing.
Yeah.
Love is conditional.
Yep.
It is.
Unfortunately, it's supposed to be unconditional. But a lot of times it is very much
It's
conditional.
not unconditional. Unless it's with your kids, and sometimes
Maybe I'm still delusional because
sometimes it can be unconditional. It's supposed to be. But a lot of times it has a lot of different conditions on
I just think I need to like you at least.
No,
it's important to like somebody.
You gotta understand.
agree.
Like
It's important to like
my
somebody.
parents, like before my mama just passed, like they be in one room, she'll be upstairs, my daddy be downstairs. They come together and do whatever, and then she go back in her room.
Yeah, and I think that's important to know your partner and what your likes are and dislikes in the time you need, in the space you need. You don't want that comes with learning somebody.
I agree.
Yeah, especially with being married to somebody for years.
sure.
Years.
So do you want to have some more kids?
Man, hell no.
No.
Your child is 13, baby. I think
the only reason why I wouldn't, because she already got a sister. So it ain't like she out here by herself.
So
man, listen. I am not trying to be 50 off here screaming at no little ass kid about schoolwork.
You
Fuck
know
that
what?
shit.
Because
We don't have kids.
I don't.
And we don't have kids yet. And I'm 36 and I don't have a child. So likely, hopefully we getting married at 40.
Well,
hopefully I'm marrying the man of my dreams at 40. And I hope we have a baby then. And he has no kids.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm going to be 45 with an old baby.
That's cool. You ain't had one. I already had mine.
I still have time. So
Brittany, fucking please.
I still have time.
Get a grill.
Let me tell you something. I just joined Facebook dating, right? And so like
Pause. Hold on. What you do?
That's a different pause.
I already tried it.
You did?
For real?
What
Facebook
happened?
dating is bullshit.
I'm scared.
I have no
of
desire.
them.
It's basically Instagram. That's all it is.
Either way, it could go either way. Now we have somebody that we know that Facebook dating worked out for her.
I know
It
several
worked
women
out for her. Yeah. Hey, it's working. It don't. Hey, and then somebody
Tree.
Man,
Shade
look,
tree.
I was on there one day and I'm scrolling. Motherfucker on that whole time looking for something serious only, no bullshit, niggas woo, but then you on your thing like this. Like, baby, you ain't, you attracting the wrong energy, baby. I
cannot bring myself to do
like,
no online
I wanted
dating.
to, but I'm blocked.
It's nothing in me would do no online dating.
The only thing that I can say is with the thing with the kids, I really didn't think that there were a lot of men out there that were in our age group that still didn't have kids that wanted kids. So I think I like it for that. Like, I would like to experience something for the first time with my partner. It's okay if they do have kids, but like, I want to experience that for the first time.
That's my big hold up with it. I don't want to date, because I've dated a man with kids, and the experience, the whole dating setup is totally different dating a man that got kids than me being this woman that don't have kids.
It
so
depends
I can understand
it depends on the situation though. So my daughter don't stay with me, so I'm like, I'm always free.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you date women with kids?
Free?
Do you date women with kids?
Yeah, I have. It just be, man.
Because she got her kids.
One of my little friends said them baby daddies need to stay there online because that
ain't even a situation. It's more so from my experience with dealing with women with kids, they be so much in mommy mode. They don't really know how to do nothing outside of that.
Yes.
And so when it's time for you to get with them and you out here and you active and they just kind of like, they don't know what's going on. It's like you got to hold their hand.
Yes.
And then as me being direct as I am, when I start trying to
what
give
do you
you
mean
advice.
by that? So what do you mean they don't know what's
show
going on?
you how to date.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like they lose their sex appeal. Yeah, they've been out the game too long, trying to heal or whatever this bullshit they be doing.
First of all, don't do that because that's important.
It is.
You don't want to be in a relationship with no woman that's not healed.
But they don't really be healing. They just stay to themselves. That's not healing.
You think raising your child is healing. That's not healing.
You gotta go get some real help.
I agree with you there.
I heard. So I have a guy best friend, and he was saying how, you know, he dates women that have kids, but he has a kid, but he doesn't really preferentially like dating women that have kids. He said because that diminish you. He was like, he said that having kids.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't like dating women that have kids. It diminishes you.
He was like, if you have a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of baby daddies, men look at that type of stuff.
Oh, no, they
like,
do. We do.
You can't, you can't keep a man.
If you got one or two or something, he'd be like, all right, you know, whatever, cool. But when you got 3-4 of them motherfuckers, I'll be like, hey,
I was just about women who was just talking about this on the T-page. They was just talking about that. They said it was a lot of men who said they don't take women serious that have multiple baby daddies because they was like, "What was you doing? Like you wasn't paying pussy management."
Yeah. What you doing, baby? You just something to slide on.
Sometimes things happen
3 times.
So 3 is the most. 3 is a lot.
I don't know. I just watched.
I think 2. I think if I get to 2 baby daddies, and then I'm just trying to run out, at some point I need to sit down and do some self-reflection with myself.
No, for sure.
Just like me, I haven't had no kids, but this my 3rd situation that ain't just really paying out.
I don't know, but I mean, we ain't never just fucked 3 niggas. Like we have.
I don't.
We have a list. So I don't. If you let's just
make it real clear. I don't.
I don't have a list. It's just you do.
I don't have a list, bitch. I'm not like y'all. We can be honest. I can put that on the bottom. I ain't
if you got more than 5. Then, cause I mean, that could. What if you would have accidentally had kids with all 5 of them niggas?
No,
I have pussy management.
Not accidentally have
you
5
Some
kids.
people cannot help it. It'd be an accident.
No, I do believe people be like, I want to get. They get with people and they have a baby by every nigga that they get.
Yeah, like it'd be
that's kind of weird.
That's weird, but I'm just saying, like sometimes it really is an accident. Like looking at the amount of dudes, it could have been us.
No, not 5, bitch. No, 5.
I'm just saying,
what y'all playing your baby? Did you play your daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
And that's what I hear. I keep
Wait, did you play?
No, I didn't plan anything.
I'm gonna say, did you play it or did
this
she
is a moment
play
of transparency. This is why I am the way I am now. So I used to be a beta male. So I used to, when I was with her, I kind of let her run the situation because I was going through trauma. I used to always feel like if I let the woman run the situation, it'll make her fuck with me more. That's the most dumbest shit ever. So she planned it, and I just went with it because I didn't know how to say no. And we was already together for so long, I just kind of went with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how that was.
Do you think that was the demise of the relationship?
Oh no, it was deeper than that.
Oh, see, that's okay. Yeah, so you have a very big.
I left. I didn't leave because of that. I left because we just wouldn't. It got too toxic, or it was started getting too hostile.
So since you did say you was on, what's your timeline? Do you think a man really know he want to marry a woman within a year, or do you really take the 3?
I ain't gonna say 3 months, but it's just certain shit that
once that's a good one, Tiny.
Once you kind of once you know who you are and you know where you come from and you know right from wrong and you know energy and shit, you'll know when it's time. You be like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably knock that one down.
What do
you not for them. I'm talking about getting married, huh?
What you say you don't agree with? The timeline?
I don't think people. I don't. We're not finna get married in a year. We're not gonna get married in a year.
Do you believe that when people know, they know?
I don't know. That's a question too. My mom and my stepdaddy met each other. They was friends, and then they got married. They got married within a year. That's on them. For me, that's not me because I want to see some shit. Like I want to see life happen, and then us get married.
I've been in situations where I probably want to be in a relationship with somebody, and they was like, "Well, nah, just wait. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not ready." Fear.
Yeah, because I've been there. I'm navigating through a situation like that where it's kind of like I need to wait.
Like, what are we doing? Like,
but why are we rushing and then we fuck it up? If we rushing everything, what race who we running against?
People don't ask the right questions. They don't ask the hard questions.
That's true. I think that is very true. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate on that? I agree.
Meaning, like, if I'm sitting there talking to you, I'm gonna ask you, so what happened with you and this dude, with your baby daddy? Why y'all not together? And why you not with him? What was your parents like?
To really get to the nitty-gritty and figure out.
How was your daddy around? All of that shit means something. That shit trickle down into. So in my situation, the reason why I used to let women handle me a certain way because my biological mama wasn't there when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. She was there, but she wasn't there. She was on drugs. Mm-hmm. So my stepmama came and picked it up with my old man. But as I'm a kid, I'm still looking for the love from my mama that I never got. So when I would get with women as I got older, whatever feelings I had for my mama versus women, I put them all in the same pot. And it wasn't until some shit happened. And then I was like, oh shit, So boom, at that point, that's when I knew I had to separate the two. But a lot of people don't know that. Either it ain't hit them yet, or they just ignore it and still try to move on, and that's why she be fucked up.
You know, that's so real good for you to know that your childhood trauma played a part into your day. Because a lot of men don't realize. I always tell people all the time, some women operate with men how they saw their mothers be operated with, and some men operate with women. If a man never seen his mama get flowers from a man, never seen his mother courted, not just dated, then he don't know to do that. Exactly. So he goes into his next relationship not really navigating it that way because he don't know what his mama took it, and she was happy. She was smiling. She was walking around, this man make me feel like the world. So he thought, if I treat a woman like that, my woman gonna treat me the same my mama did. So it's good you do know that and know how to navigate it.
I feel like, though, life, eventually, you can use that as an excuse. But, like, as you grow and as you age, you kind of learn those things. Like, I shouldn't still have to teach you how to date me if you're 40. Like, I should not have to teach you.
But he didn't wake up with you every day to know who you are, to know what you like.
I'm just saying, a woman is a woman. If you don't know that women like flowers, then I don't understand what's wrong with you. So, like...
But then women are different, because I'm
I'm just saying,
I don't like flowers.
See,
you don't.
And I don't want you just giving me gifts because you woke up today and you weren't right, so you gifted me something. Learn me and know I'd rather sit down and talk to you about it.
I still don't think you... Like, to rely on your childhood trauma and what you did not see your whole life is like an excuse.
No, so I agree
I
with
feel like
her.
after a certain age.
I feel like you should have the fundamentals of dating.
Right.
Yeah, like, I don't need to teach you the little tiny bit. Yes, you get to know every person that you with. But, like, fundamentally, you should know what you should know.
And then every relationship is a lesson learned.
Yeah.
Like, you take something from each one. That, like, I'm sure you took something from your marriage. I'm sure you took something from the relationship with your baby mama. And for so on. Even when, like, you did or whatever with your mom and your stepmom, like, you took something from all of those different type of relationships, those different type of ships in general, situationships, anything. You take little pieces from that, and then you go on into another relationship. I'm gonna use that. This works here, or that don't work here. Well,
I have a question. Works here. How do groupies be working?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't really get groupies like that because they feel like either they think I'm still with my daughter's mom for one, or they say I look mean.
Yeah, I got that.
This is what I will do.
I got that. When I first met you, I got that. That's what I got.
So I have this thing.
Do you have a resting bitch face?
I was getting ready to say that. No, I don't. But at the same time, like, I do have, like, when I see it, when I feel it, I try to check it up, like, I'm tripping.
We met you at the toy drive.
Yeah, that shit.
Right.
Yeah, but you was looking mean. We was had a whole conversation. Was like, he's so handsome.
I think he does, but you did look
But you wasn't mean. I think
mean.
you just not no man that want to be out in a female face. And so you're not eager to be in nobody's face. So
but I gotta work on that mean shit. I don't be trying to do that shit. I really don't.
You just like to smile. You're aware of that though, and you try and fix it.
You like to smile.
I be doing that.
I ain't sound like smile, but I ain't necessarily trying to be because people already be asking me like get my eyebrows washed and shit because I be like, nah, my nigga.
You manscape?
Nah, we ain't doing that.
Well, you say you go to the nail shop and you go.
I mean, I've been before. I ain't consistent. You know what I'm saying? I clip my own shit, but we ain't fucked up. I can take my shoes off and I'm good.
Okay, well,
I ain't hiding my shit.
There's nothing wrong with manscaping.
There's nothing wrong with manscaping.
It ain't, but I'm just saying
You still a real nigga. Like,
first of all, no, you do believe that because you be going to the mini spa and getting all your things done. So.
No, I don't get all my things done. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I go get my B12 shot and get up out of there.
I love that for you. That's why you got good skin too. With your career taking off, I see you're doing acting now as well, and you're still pursuing the music. How, do you think that you'll be able to balance a relationship? Like, how would that even work?
It'll work. You got to make time for it.
People make time for who and what they want to.
And at this point, it ain't to the point where it all the way took off. So
because are you one of them types to be like, oh, I'm always at the studio. What you doing? I'm at the studio. I'm at the studio.
I be at the house. I don't even.
You be playing video games?
Every now and then. Not all the time, but I do.
Oh, okay.
I played Call of Duty last night. I hadn't played that bitch in like probably about 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? But I don't play it every day though. But no.
So how do you do work-life balance? Because in the industry is difficult.
And sometimes people get the bad. Like for example, like right now, like I said, my stepmom passed away in November.
Oh,
so my old man be at the crib by himself a lot.
Oh,
so being that I work at night during the week, it's like when on the weekends, when it's Saturday and Sunday is the only days I got to. I'm being spread thin. And then my other mama, she over in the Tascasita.
Oh.
I gotta go see her. So it sometimes it's just be like that. I'm about to go see my old man today. I ain't even been over there yet.
Well, we gonna let you go see him.
No, we good. And then I gotta go to rehearsal after this for the movie. So it's just
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the movie, I mean, it's called
Because you're a detective, right? I saw you.
A cricket detective.
I saw you in there. He was acting, boy.
He was sitting there.
It's called New Jack Houston. It's about this woman named Angel Fame Train. I got on that through my partner Brick from Carverdale. He plugged me into it, and I went to just do like a improv. She was like, I got a special role for you. I want you to be my undercover cop. I was like,
so
damn.
You were just taking lessons?
Nah.
Oh, I thought you went to like improv classes.
So, because she was doing auditions.
Okay.
And I just went to go see, and she was like, I want you to be my cricket cop. I was like, damn, I'm a whole ass nigga like that?
You see whole ass nigga in me?
Yeah. She was like, you got different layers. And I was like, cool, because I'm an artist. So as an artist with music, I have different layers. So it's just putting it on camera.
Yeah, like Shrek.
You think this your lane you want to go in?
What?
Acting?
Oh, for sure.
So you want to be on the big screen?
Yeah, for sure. I can.
Okay, then. Y'all seen it. We've been watching. We did our research.
I feel like I'm more of a personality than an artist.
Like an entertainer.
Yeah, like people, everybody, you get a park. People always tell me, I'm like, bro, I can't do that. I be fighting niggas every day.
Why? What you want to be so violent for?
Because it's an opinion-based thing. And then you got to be a blogger. I don't even want to speak on niggas like that. But it started, see, y'all don't follow me on Facebook. Y'all gotta go find me on Facebook.
I don't care. I'm in them comments with it, baby.
Facebook, because I just think people have so many.
I think people have to really understand that each one of us up here have a different way of thinking, a different way of life, and a different opinion.
Yeah.
She want to be married in a year. In a year, my girl want a ring.
Yeah.
I don't want a ring in a year.
Yeah.
I want to take a little time. I'm willing to wait on my dude to get himself together. Brittany ain't willing to wait.
Yeah.
We got to be able to sit on this couch and agree to disagree when we get up out of here.
Yeah.
And that's the difference in the podcast. So some people get on podcasts, they ready to fight. Joe Budden and them ready to fight Melissa.
Everything.
My thing is,
I don't understand it.
Because they're mad. It's a two kind of fold. They kind of mad that Melissa is happy that Drake shouted her out. But they also think that it was a jab towards Joe.
It is.
On the other hand, some people was like, Melissa was being used as a pun in the song, and she should have seen that she was a pun and not be so
you can look
happy
at
to be celebrated.
That's like, is the glass half empty or half full, bitch? And I
what you think,
choose to go with the positive one.
It be that type of shit.
See?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, I still do music, so I can't be rapping and then be in the studio with these niggas, but just on a podcast. Like, you can't do that. You got to pick one.
You got to pick a
side. Yeah, so I ain't fucking with this.
I think you could kind of be.
You could do a rap-based podcast where you talk about music and
they be in their business. Them rappers be in their business.
You gotta understand. You gotta understand. I be around niggas when ain't nobody else around. When it's just other rappers in the room. And niggas just look at YouTube out there and be like, that nigga ain't fucking with me. I got more money than these niggas.
It's a hard dude. I do want to know this. Do the rappers really take what people are saying in them comments and in the YouTubes really serious? Do a lot of them take it serious?
I think rappers care about what other rappers think.
Ooh.
I don't think they care about the niggas in the comments. They care about this nigga over here that's saying he got more money than him.
Is that why you think the rap beef with Drake and Kendrick went the way it did?
I don't know what that shit was behind. Honestly, I did.
Tony said it was a bitch.
It's always it's a most times I would a bitch.
It always starts with a bitch.
I don't know. I didn't really dissect that when I was just listening to the music.
I have a question. So since you talk about the studio, like, what do you like? You like bitches in the studio when you be? So you be in there.
Everybody always have this misconception. They see love and hip hop and shit.
Well, yeah, bitches in the studio.
This. For one, I don't write raps. Everything come off my head. So I don't got time to be trying to talk to you and then over here, my thoughts come like that. So if I'm talking to you, I didn't forget what the fuck I said. So no, I don't do that.
I also think that's what being, I don't want to say older, but more seasoned in the
serious in your
it's different when you're young and you in the studio, everybody's smoking, it's a bunch of bitches in there, everybody drinking and shit like that.
I done got into it with women before. They be like, "Can I go to the studio with you?" Nah, I'm working. I'm trying to. I gotta cater to you.
It don't be much going on in there.
Let me tell y'all, we been in the studio.
Depending on how the studio is set up, you might see females like in the front room chilling, and then the niggas in the back rapping. But you ain't gonna in my session.
I don't want to go sit up there.
So we do ask artists this: what's your top 5 things you need in the studio when you go record? What do you need? Like drinks, food, anything you need to make your session great.
I'm half. Some days I go in there, I might have some hen. Some days I won't.
Okay.
Some days I might have a hookah in that bitch.
Okay. Oh, you ain't afraid to smoke you a hookah?
Hell no. Niggas be like, what they say? Niggas smoking blueberry. I be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck? You know how many chicks I done popped out smoking hookah? Fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
The
wow.
Well,
hookah
he
get you
didn't tell
hoes.
us 5. So you said
Oh,
hookah,
hookah, that.
Henny.
My engineer, you know what I'm saying? My
Okay.
nigga, shout out my nigga City 3000.
Okay.
Let me see. Fuck. I don't really need much. Oh, I gotta be fly.
Oh, so you
gotta
like
be
to
fly.
be
You do?
Okay.
Even though
Gotta be fly.
nobody gonna be there?
Yeah, it's because it's my energy.
Okay, I like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I like
I
that.
gotta have a. I'm going dressed
Gotta
up.
have a fit.
And
Gotta
one
have
more.
a fit. Fuck.
You're a daytime and nighttime recorder. You like recording more at night or daytime?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna probably say day. I'm gonna probably say night.
Yeah.
But that's normally when I go.
Okay
You
then.
know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's on purpose or that's just kind of how I be lining up.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Uh-huh.
So as I stated earlier, like Houston rap is legendary.
Uh-huh.
And the scene here is prolific. Like we have had some of the
Yes.
most amazing rappers, female and male, that have came from Houston, that have, just laid the road down for those people
groundwork.
the groundwork.
Uh-huh.
So I want to know who are your top 3. I'm not gonna make you do 5. Top
Just the artist?
3
Yeah, 3.
Houston rappers or artists. No, let's do rappers.
I'm gonna say Fat Pat first.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, that's hard.
Fat Pat Rolling Killer can't beat it.
Fat Pat. I'm trying to think of who I embrace the most. I'm gonna say Fat Pat. I'm gonna say Big Mo.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say Slim Thug. But it wasn't for the Slim Thug rapping. I actually got to be around this nigga. So I was seeing all this shit like, damn, this nigga really rich.
Mhm.
It's hanging around him and shit and all that shit.
It's so unfortunate what just
And I know
happened.
this might be
That's
a
crazy.
little controversy, but who is one new artist from Houston that you seeing that you kind of feel like, yeah, he giving us that
What is
Houston.
considered new, like in the last 5 years or recent?
Yeah,
I'll do that. That's fine.
last 5 years.
5 years.
Who coming in? You like
female or male?
Female or male, and
the
they
girlies,
giving us
the rap,
that.
the girlies from Houston.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
We already know Don Quack.
I told. So okay, so for my album, Texas, right? I was already recording, but I was like, man, niggas ain't gonna be trying to hit this H-Time shit.
They are.
But then when I seen Dot pop out, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we doing? Bet.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's when I finished my shit. So I'm gonna say that. Shout out to Quiet Man.
Houston's
and my nigga EDL.
Southside all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
how did
that's
that
another
happen?
thing. That's another thing about rappers too. Like rappers they don't like giving niggas they flowers.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them type of niggas. Like everybody do y'all thing.
Because it's rude for everybody to make it,
I agree.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why it's like that. It is
It
rude
be the
for
ego of
everybody.
niggas, man. Niggas
It do. Ego play a big
How
part
did the
in the
Slim
rap
Thug
game.
thing come about? Because I saw, and then are you dropping it? Because I know that was like, drop it.
Okay,
The
so-
freestyle needs to drop.
How Slim? What you mean? As far as me knowing them, or
This the collaboration.
okay, so me being around Slim just come from just him with Gavin, and then with the whole Toya shit, and just after they broke up, just always being around the nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Slim freestyled on it, but he didn't do his verse yet. I ain't gonna say why he do his verse because I don't even want to do him like that on camera.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Slim,
But it'll
put your
happen.
verse in.
It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. I'll just say that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But it's
Because it sounded good. What you did post on your
nah. It's coming. But the reason why I didn't finish my shit because right when I was about to finish it, my mama had passed.
Okay.
And so it was just like I wasn't in the mood to rap. I really just kind of started coming back out with trying to rap because I wasn't really feeling this shit.
That's
So,
understandable.
along with her dying, then my old man over here crying and all this other shit, and I'm gonna have
That's
to be over there. Yeah, I went in the
Yeah.
mood mentally.
That's so. Are we looking at the next year?
Man, I
probably
want to drop
finish?
that bitch this month, honestly.
And you can.
I gotta drop it for my birthday though.
I was just
for
gonna say before your
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah, I
So
got
how
that
you
from-
like to celebrate when y'all means come out? Because I see every artist celebrate different. So how you like to celebrate when you got your new project out and you ready for everybody here? How you like to celebrate?
What did I do when I dropped my last project? It was COVID, so I couldn't do shit. I'm going out of town for my birthday, so I mean.
Where you going?
Puerto Rico.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
I love a
Puerto Rico.
passport.
Yeah.
Love a passport.
Nah,
That's
you ain't
not-
got, you
that's
need no
in the
passport.
US.
It's in the
You don't
US.
even need a passport.
No,
girl,
I'm
it's a part
of the
sorry, y'all.
US.
Y'all can say whatever y'all
What
want to
I probably do though,
argue with you.
I might do like a listening party or something before then.
Something small to
something
celebrate.
small, yeah.
Because I haven't did one, and I feel like I know I can get people to come out. So
How did the placements happen?
my partner John, Architect J, it was just me doing music with him, and then he was like, "Bro, I'm gonna pull you in with this shit," and shit. That's what he did. So
That's awesome.
It's about knowing
So you
somebody.
got a
When
lot
I
of
think,
homeboys
speak about
that need help.
placements, you mind selling? Because I don't know if people know what that even means. So, what is a placement?
placement is basically when your song get placed on a TV show, commercial, or a movie.
Yes.
So I think right now I might have like 6 or 7 placements. But here's the crazy part: I never know when the songs get placed. They don't.
Yeah,
they don't send us alerts.
Uh huh.
You just somebody watching the whole. They be like, hey nigga, your song on such and such, and they'll send me a video. That's how
You don't get paid for it?
No, I get paid, but I just don't know when. I don't know when they get
when
paid.
they're gonna pay and stuff like
I don't know when they
that.
get paid.
So
I
you
won't know
on
till I get my check, and then
You on
Erica
Erica
Mena.
and Baddies.
And Baddies, and it's like 2 other ones. I just don't know what they. I don't know what they are.
And is it just set for Zeus or is it for any kind of network?
I think when they open up their budgets, I think whatever networks buy them. However they go, they've used them songs for that, and I think that's how they go.
So that's another lane artists could go in. They always think
it's a chick that keep going because them songs will be getting placed 10 years from now.
Yeah.
Because they already in the system. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a way to keep you that backup money to keep your name.
That residual money coming in.
I get a check for my streaming, and I get a check from the company every quarter.
I like that.
I like that. That's giving you another line. So you really ain't got to work with it if you don't want to. You don't even got to get in the booth. You didn't make your songs.
Yeah, I
did that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, on a lighter note, I did tell you that I had a few little questions in my phone.
It's the bunny bitch,
It's
y'all.
the bunny bitch coming out, y'all.
Okay.
I ain't been able to do this in a minute, so you gotta let me enjoy this moment.
So
Go ahead.
Keep an open mind.
No, you good. What's
Bunny
up?
bitch could get wild.
And we
okay?
ain't judging.
No,
We
you
ain't
good.
judging.
So you know about March 14th? Do you know what March 14th?
Steak and BJ Day?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you
So-
know that off bat?
Who don't know
I
that?
didn't even know that was a
I didn't
women's
know
day.
that. I don't know that.
Yeah, a lot of men know that day.
Uh-huh.
So now the Women Day is coming up.
What day is that?
It's Cake and Eat Coochie Day, basically.
What day? I never heard. This is new to me.
Yeah, it's tomorrow actually.
Not
it's
Cake and
April.
Coochie Day.
Yeah, it's April
There be
14th.
some shit on the internet.
So, can you give some advice to the men on one thing, or I mean, you could give more than one advice
Hold on,
about how to eat
advice on-
coochie.
We
Yep.
listen and
How
we
to
don't
eat
judge.
how to eat
We
the
listen and
box.
we don't
Yeah.
fucking judge.
You
Why
gotta
you gotta
know.
call it the
No,
box?
no,
That's
no.
what it is.
Okay,
Eat
so
how
when
you
it-
eat vagina.
You got to know what
I
she
don't
like
like it.
first.
Okay.
Some people like that shit suck. Some people like that shit lick. Some people like both.
Oh, wow.
You gotta know.
Okay.
You gotta
I can
know
tell
how
you
to-
what we don't like. We don't like goatees and mustaches.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a lie. That's a
What?
lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
I don't even join these
What you mean you
conversations
don't like
with
it as far
y'all.
as like what?
Like it feels weird sometimes. Like if it's too much. If it's too much.
If it's too much, oh,
hair.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
if it's too much hair,
I
it feels
guess, I
like
mean,
a
I
sponge
wouldn't-
is rubbing against my vagina. And I don't like
Oh.
that feeling.
That
Well,
means
it,
he don't-
okay.
like say,
that
it
means
depends.
he don't know how to use his mouth then.
I
Oh.
agree. I totally agree
So
with
you
that.
said to suck and to lick
No,
and know
you
the
gotta
woman?
see what she like.
What? No.
So you
what-
gotta try all the shit first.
No, you can just ask her.
Y'all, this
Like, what
really
you like?
going
But
on in the group
sometimes
chat.
different people do different stuff very
I
well.
don't
You be like,
know.
I ain't know
How
I
to
like
even
this
answer
until I
that.
fucked
Somebody
with you.
else.
So sometimes you gotta test. You gotta troubleshoot.
Yeah, you gotta test. Yeah,
And then-
troubleshoot.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
You gotta
I'm just
troubleshoot.
here, y'all.
Troubleshoot.
Okay.
Tony is uncomfortable. Bitch. She's
You gotta
I
troubleshoot.
don't even know why we got here.
Yeah.
And my other question is, since you say you're a conversationalist,
Uh-huh.
the topic going around, the internet, is
Yeah.
do you talk women through it?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you
Well,
talking about doing sex?
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the energy at the moment.
Not you in there being quiet.
No, it ain't necessarily that. It just depends.
Let
Like,
me hear you, baby.
it
Mic
depends on-
check 1 2 1 2,
Not you
baby.
being a conversationalist.
okay, so the
and
first
you in there
time I
quiet.
experienced that, back in my toxic days, when I didn't know I was toxic, I was just going through shit. Me and the chick I was in a relationship when we got into it, and when we started having sex, she was like, someone like, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
And
no.
then, whoa, hold on.
We listen and we don't judge.
And
We listen, we don't judge.
then she slapped me,
We
and I
really
was like,
listen
slap
and
me
we don't
again.
judge.
And she slapped me, and then I just stuck my tongue down her throat, and it was the best shit ever.
Oh.
And then it started that energy of
Talking.
that.
Mhm.
This is
And so
getting me
that's when I
hard.
was like, okay, this shit ain't
So
that
you
bad.
into the rough?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was the experience I had with that person.
That was a one-time thing, and he
Yeah,
didn't know
what
that
I'm
he
saying?
liked
That's what me and
Yeah.
her did. That was
Oh.
our thing, but everybody not like that.
Yeah,
Some
no.
people don't like to talk.
No, we not in the room being quiet.
When you say talk me through it, you say, is he giving you directions of what he wants
No,
you to
I'm
do?
just in
or
there-
if he's just saying stuff in your ear, like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
saying
do this,
stuff
baby,
in
I'm gonna
your
do
ear.
this.
I'm
I'm
a
gonna
whore.
work it, baby.
You gonna moan and shit and all that type of shit, but I'm not
no,
necessarily
we ain't
talking
talking
every
about
time.
no
You like
moaning.
that dick
We ain't
daddy.
talking
I
about
mean,
no
girl,
moaning, baby.
you like daddy's dick, bitch.
It just
You
depends
like
on the
that.
person,
a little
though.
of that, yeah, a little of that. But tell me what you want. I'll tell you what I want. Like,
I
if
want
the
you to
men-
get
But
on
I
your
think
knees
that
and
come
suck
with-
this black dick.
no,
So
not none of
I
that.
feel like when you have sex with
What
somebody, it take you
Pornhub
maybe
is-
2 or 3 times to really learn.
I agree. I give you
So
3
when she-
strikes.
oh, no.
I give you
She
the
does
3
do
strikes
that.
rule.
She did say that.
I
You
give
got
you
Nah.
the
you got 3 strikes too.
Nah, I'm not saying
Because
because I
pussy
say
is just supposed to be good. It's more so for the nigga because the pussy is just the
Nah,
pussy.
it's more
because
so.
if you don't know somebody, the first time, I don't care. The first time is going to be whack. I've only had sex with
Oh,
one
no.
person, and the sex was off rip great the first time.
Yes.
One person in my
I think
whole
it's more
life.
so of like trying to learn their body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first time it might be by the second or third time you've been to learn some shit about him, and then you can go from there.
That comes with
but like
talking
she said,
through
it's
it.
probably like one or two people. When the first time I was like, all right.
Yeah,
But
right.
everybody else it was like, okay,
We gotta talk about it, and we gotta. Have a conversation.
Okay, but you gotta be able to have the awkward conversations.
I agree.
That's what I said
I agree.
earlier.
Y'all already fucking. Y'all should be able to have these conversations.
Like next time, put your leg here.
Yeah, let me know what's going on.
Well, in my mind, after we always have highlights. That's why I call it the highlights. You always have the highlights after. You like that? Oh, okay. When I like that, when you did this.
Yeah,
and then we high five.
I don't need highlights. I know I shine.
Oh,
not high five.
You know,
like it was a game.
Yeah, the game. It was a game. Goddamn.
That's high five.
That's high five after that.
Good.
Oh, wow.
I'm just trying to make it make sense, Lord.
But see, this is what you got to understand, though. So, as a man, I feel like this. Either you got to have money or you got to have some good dick. Some niggas got both. Some niggas don't. I started off broke.
Or some good head.
So I came out slanging. Some shit.
Good head is not gonna keep
That
you.
is not gonna keep
Nah,
you. And the
they'll
good dick
keep
ain't gonna
calling.
keep you. I need y'all to have
They'll
some
keep you on
morals.
standby.
I want you to have morals.
They'll keep you on standby.
Yeah, they will keep you on
They'll keep you on
standby,
standby.
Have
babes.
good morals.
Yeah.
Someone recently just told me that he prefers head over sex, and I really
Nah.
Yeah, it's what I feel like it's what you grew up with.
But I
That's
think
what you
that it's
grew
because
up
he's
with.
lazy.
Oh.
Probably so.
Yeah, I think that's what it. I was like,
I don't want that. I don't want to do that. I'm old.
I don't even like head all the
so
time.
like you just want me to just like.
I don't want to do
like,
that to you.
I don't. That's all you want.
Head is cool as an intermission, but I don't want that. I'm trying to do what I do.
It's
Yeah.
more
That's
of a
me.
foreplay type thing too. Intermission,
Or unless you're on your
foreplay.
cycle or something, I can't get none. Then woo.
I just feel we
Now we
wrong.
can- we
We
wrong.
know
We
what we
surpassed those type
No,
of
I
things.
didn't say that.
No,
I didn't say that either.
Yeah, what you mean by that?
Well, we first of all, I ain't got no problem. My niggas, we fucking through that, but I don't have periods.
no,
but
that's
we
fine.
fucking through those type of
This
things.
podcast to a
She going
whole nother
crazy.
level.
I ain't did that since I was like 16. I did that
See,
shit
you
twice,
did-
and that was it.
Well,
Why
at least
was
you
y'all
experienced
fucking at 16?
Nigga.
Fuck you
Because
mean?
we were.
I
That's what most people
wasn't.
start.
I wasn't.
You know I lost my virginity at?
No,
Oh,
where?
not
In
at
the movie
school.
theater, in the little exit thing at the bottom.
Wow.
What?
Shit, she was from Dallas too.
You know
Look what she said. She said we was watching a movie. It was at that Milan Plaza movie that nobody went to.
Yeah.
She said, y'all used to niggas weak. I said, what the fuck you talking about? She, y'all niggas ain't throwing no dick. I was like,
yeah,
man,
they
you
do
fucked
sound
up.
like somebody from Dallas.
Not
I
your
ain't never had sex
first
before.
time.
Went back there, laid out on the ground. 1, 2.
And it was over.
It was done.
It
I was
was
like,
over.
damn, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Okay, so two things could be very true. Dallas women are a bit aggressive. So what the fuck, bro? You was giving pussy at the movie theater?
Hey,
Everybody,
That was
everybody
did
getting
that.
pussy.
I did.
Or you got a good hand job.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I
I
wasn't
definitely
doing it.
fingered somebody at the
Something
movies
was
before,
gone.
for sure. That was
Something
I
was
didn't
gonna
have
happen
that
when you
chance.
went to the movie.
You walk out the movie, tell your
Yeah.
partner, yeah, nigga, I fingered the nigga, look. Yeah, all of those childish ass shit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do any of that, but okay.
He talking about now, nigga. Look,
Tony,
I
you
did
missed
it.
out, girl. I'm just playing.
And here we are, another reason I don't have a list. I wasn't doing it.
I don't
But-
count them on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ain't fuck them, that don't
Yeah,
count.
them people
Yeah.
not counting on my list.
Yo,
No,
you
for
just
sure.
get head. Do head count? Like head
No.
don't really count on the
I don't
list.
count that on my
It's
list.
a body.
People make it count for what they wanted to count for. I'll say that.
It's a body.
It don't count.
It don't count.
It's
Even
a
though
lie.
it's oral
If you didn't
sex, it's not
penetrate my
sex.
vagina, it's not a body.
I agree.
Man, I had a whole argument with somebody I was with.
What?
on that
Okay,
shit.
so then what was the
Oh, 'cause you
argument?
was
What was the
cheating.
consensus?
No. So what happened was, so a girl that I'm gonna make up a name. We're gonna say Sally.
Oh, okay,
I knew
Sally.
Sally
White
in
girls.
elementary, right?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't see Sally for a long time after that. I ran across Sally when I was grown.
Mm.
Me and Sally went to go do what we was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
She gave me some head. I gave her some head. And we end up just not fucking. It just, I don't know, something, the
you
energy,
giving
hold on, the
head
energy,
off
I
like
don't
that?
know. Something my dick didn't want to go in there. I don't know. My dick was like, nah, fam, I'm kind of cool. So when he say he cool, then I'ma chill.
Oh, maybe
Fast
that head
forward,
was really great.
I end up getting with my ex, what was my gal at the time. Fast forward, she like, hey, we finna go meet up with my auntie for New Year's Eve and go to a party. When I walk in the auntie house, I see Sally in that house. I was like, oh shit.
Oh, yeah,
But me and her wasn't fucking around at the same
yeah.
time. But Sally ended up telling her auntie what happened, and she told me, oh, so you had sex with her? I was like, nah, we just gave each other head. She was like, nah, that's having sex. No, the fuck it's not.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was the argument. And she was
agree.
fucked
Not
up about that
sex.
because of that shit. With the, you know what I'm saying?
You
I
think it's
would've-
sex?
You
I
should have
don't.
told her when y'all got to the car. You should have like, damn, you know that bitch that was in there.
I was gonna
kinda
tell her,
know
but it was New Year's Eve. Niggas was drinking. I was like, I know when to
First of
tell
all,
you. I ain't gonna tell you right now.
When we was in high school, that used to be like a bad thing if a nigga was
I
like...
was eating pussy in high school.
High five. All the way from over
I was eating pussy. I had a gal in high school.
Why was y'all so sexually active in high school?
Because it was fun, bitch.
And it felt good.
I don't know. I wasn't like that, Tony. I mean, I was still kitty. I wasn't like that. But the thing about the...
You were still...
What? You was still what?
No, bitch, I'm talking about you.
What you talking about? You wasn't doing what in high school? And you just told me people was having sex.
I want to hear what you said.
Catch your lie together and put it together. I clocked your teeth.
What did you just hear?
I heard. Because, baby, I've been knowing Brittany all her life. All her life.
Y'all was fucking in high school. Well,
I was not fucking like that, no.
We listen and we don't judge.
What does like that means exactly?
I mean, I didn't have multiple partners in high school.
What you tell the young niggas now to wait?
What you mean, wait to do what?
Having sex. Like, wait. They should wait. Do you think you would have did better? Do you think you would have got, like, your relationships? Do you think, like, how...
To be a virgin?
To wait longer.
No.
That's when I learned how to slang that motherfucker when I was 16.
You see, they got him a whole home. They got him a wife. They got him money.
She bought me a BMW and everything. I was whipping around his house.
Homosexual. That's what they call it. That is what they call it.
You was a homosexual.
I was.
But they say niggas that don't got no bread and don't got no home be fucking
find your niche.
Shit out
you gotta find your niche.
They say them bitches say that when they taking care of them niggas, they be getting fucked.
Well, I think
he gonna go take her out to eat, and then she coming to my house afterwards.
My God,
that's how I used to be, straight up.
My God, we listened.
I
and
never
we
did that, but
I have just
done that. Yeah, I done that.
Went out to eat with one person and had a date with somebody else and then go
I
fuck with somebody else.
My heart won't let me. The heart want what they want and it don't want that.
Good job. Don't be like that.
I can't cheat either.
Good job.
I'm not a cheater either. I don't cheat. If we with each other and we just feel that it's not working, I can't do it. I'm in a situation. I was just in a situation and couldn't even cheat, and that wasn't even a relationship.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
We had a whole cheating episode last.
Let me tell you why. This is my thing about it. Whenever we get to the end of it, I want my hands to be clean. And one thing my daddy always taught me is you never pay a nigga back in pussy. A nigga can give dick all over the world, but you give your pussy away, you didn't give it away. Yeah, so you don't pay a nigga back in pussy. So if I'm ready to go and it ain't working, I need to go on and escape the room.
Sure.
So that's why I don't cheat.
I agree. I got a daughter, so I have to tell her these things when that time comes. So I get it.
I just don't think if I'm ready to go, I'm just gonna go on and go.
I do think that fighting fire don't work, but sometimes it do, and it make you feel better.
Now, sometimes you gotta pop out. And
bitch.
I know, nigga. And
I didn't have to.
While we said pop
and
out, watch us pop out next weekend because we welcome Justo to the chat, but we're gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out and be on my best shit next week.
So tell us about what. Do you have any upcoming projects or anything like that?
Yeah, Texas. That's what I'm finna. I need to drop that hoe this month, man.
Yes.
Like I got Charlie Boy on there, of course. I know y'all heard that.
I heard that. It's Flex, right?
Yeah,
I like
Charlie
that.
Boy.
I got. I'm trying to get another. I'm supposed to get Pro on some shit. He supposed to be on there. I ain't gonna really have that many features because Propane.
Oh, Propane.
I ain't gonna really have a lot of features because I'm really kind of having fun. All right, so my beef was always so I dropped a project in 2020 called The Ugly Truth. The Ugly Truth was me showing more the universal side of me with my music. But when I do that cat hat bat shit, that simple ass flow, that's when I get the most reaction.
Because I like the gimmicky stuff.
Yeah,
I like those.
Hat bat.
Yeah,
like just okay, so I know me as an artist, I have a heavy, strong voice. So when I rap with the simple flow, that's what gets the people going. So I was like,
also because it's probably easier to understand.
Yeah. So my partner City was like, bro, let's do some Houston shit. That's what you good at doing. So I was like, all right. So that's what it is. This damn near done. I just got to do like 2 more songs. I'm done.
So do you have any up and coming like shows, anything that's they can come and see? Like our audience know they can find you on YouTube. They know they can go to your Instagram, but where can they see you? Spotify, everywhere. Yeah. But where can they see you?
I don't have no shows coming up yet. I ain't really popped all the way back out yet too though.
Okay.
That's why y'all see me, but y'all don't see me.
Yeah, we sporadically see you.
Sporadically see you. Yeah. When I'm finna start popping all the way back out, then
well, hopefully we'll see you at Dot's party.
The after party, it's next Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
The after party. So while we here, we already know. Shout out to Quiet Money Dot. He have his After the Studio new album that just came out. You will see Justo and you will see us next weekend at the After Hours celebrating, as well as you'll also see your face at the 420 Fest next Sunday at Warehouse Live. Being able to represent, we doing media. And shout out to y'all, but shout out most importantly to the South Side for loving us like we love y'all. Because of y'all, we've been able to get so many opportunities. And this is our first time with a media pass. So we love y'all real, real bad. So when y'all see us and we want to interview, please make sure y'all stop by. And just
where is it going to be?
It's going to be at Warehouse Live.
Okay.
420.
From 3 to 10.
3 to 10.
3 to 10. And you can catch us there if you're 420 friendly. Or even if you don't, there are going to be a lot of artists. DJ Charles, Neighborhood Kells, Quiet Money Dot, and a couple of more artists as well as vendors will be there too. So after y'all get through going to church, which I hope y'all go to church next Sunday because
it is Easter Sunday. Then you come and get high.
Easter, I didn't say that. I definitely didn't say that. That's exactly why I went to church this morning. But it's Easter Sunday. But we have had so much fun welcoming Justo to the chat. And you can come back anytime you want to.
Did you have a good time?
I know for sure.
Did you have a good time? You come back. You in the chat officially. We're going to make sure our audience know about you. And I'm Tony B.
I'm B.
And I'm Jen Bunny.
And we are the Group Chat Live.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.